Brian from St. Charles. Count your fucking days, man. Not cool. Not cool, Mr. Brian. I called and texted that guy and nothing, so that shit's lovely, man. Just fucking lovely.
I got 100 on my dash, got 200 in my trunk. Name in the grab bags, put my Bible in the trunk. Like a rocket on the top of my binocular trunk. How can I make them popular? Pop when I want. See, I'm living with anxiety, ducking that sobriety. Fucking up the system, I ain't fucking with society. Justice ain't free, that's what justice ain't me. So I justify his name on the obituary. Why you wanna see a good man with a broken heart? Once upon a time, I used to go to church and talk to God.
To stop real quick over at the mail room, pick up some jeans that I had ordered. So, looking through all these fucking bags right now. What's up? It's about 6 a.m. or 6:30 rather. I had to take out this little thing here, and we're gonna go get ready, head over to the gym, do a little bit of running, do a little bit of lifting, get our asses over to the shop, and try to keep ourselves productive for today. Hopefully we get a few walk-ins. I know yesterday I was able to. Those same people might come back in on Wednesday, so it'll be nice. But for today, we'll see what happens. Why do you need a quarter on your neck? Just don't drop my shit, dude. Oh yeah, he did drop my fucking camera. I forgot about that, yeah. It was on the tripod and he dropped it by my station. I think it was while I was tattooing. And he dropped my fucking, yeah. Doing alright?
Yeah.
Best you can?
Yeah, it's not so much the pain, it's more I'm just holding my breath. I can't really breathe in. Yeah, that's brutal.
Fuck! That was a little bit longer than I expected. Had to redo the stencil like 4 times. Yeah, we had to do the stencil like fucking 4 times. Got it right by the 4th time, and then had to let that bitch dry. Then got to the rest. But fuck, man, I really don't like doing back pieces or like chest pieces, just because like I feel like I have to stand and like do the tattoo, so I'm like fucking bent over, no homo, for hours and hours, and so it sure hurts my back. But yeah, man, fucking what a day. What a day. I'm gonna finish cleaning up here, and I'll catch up with you fuckers later. Ah, man. Good morning, everyone. I look fucking crazy, but I just woke up I'm so fucking tired. I didn't get back home till like, I think I got home like at midnight last night. Then watched an episode of Dexter. I don't know if you guys seen that, the new Dexter Resurrection, but that's a good ass show. I didn't watch the other two spin-offs they did because I heard it wasn't that great. But I really heard that, or I was hearing great things about the newest one they did. And that shit's pretty good. I thought it was good. So, one thing I wanted to mention here is how going forward, I'm changing up my diet because I mean I'm tired of looking the way I look. You know, it's hard to explain because it's not really like a vanity thing. It's not. I don't know. It's not like I'm trying to look better for anybody else or whatever. You know, for whatever reason. I'll pop a few pictures up here. You guys will see how I used to look when I was competing and stuff like that, and how we just started going fucking downhill was last summer. I was actually gonna fight. I was planning to fight in August, and I broke my foot, and after that, like I had already been I had started tattooing, you know, prior. I had already been tattooing about 6 months or a little bit more. And I was just like, you know what, man, fuck it. Like, let's just focus on tattooing. Let's not focus on fighting anymore. I took it as a sign, you know. But with that, I also was just like, I don't need to worry about my diet. I don't need to worry about all that shit for once in like 5 years, 5 or so years, 4 years, something like that. For the first time in a handful of years, I didn't have to worry about any of that shit. So I fucking went crazy and was eating everything and just no regard for my health. And while my foot was healing, it was like, it was probably about like 6 weeks till it was like fully healed. I was also taking some BPC 157. That shit fucking works if you guys ever have a fucked up, you know, injury or whatever. That stuff really, really works. I'd highly, highly recommend. Well, yeah, once my foot was done healing up, you know, I was just like going a bunch of places. Like I went to Texas pretty much as it was done healing up. Went over there, ate a shit ton of bad food, came back and was just hanging out, you know, eating more bad food. And then the holidays came and then my grandpa passed, so we had to go back to Texas and everybody eating bad food again, and then Christmas and all that stuff. So basically what I'm trying to say is that like over the last, I'd say about a year, because it's been over a year. It's been actually like a little over a year now. I've been trying to kind of like be mindful of like what I'm eating and all that shit, but it's nothing like how, you know, when I was, you know, fighting and stuff like that, because the mentality is so much different. So it's about finding the balance between like being super strict, but also not being so like, you know, relaxed. So that is what we're starting today, the diet going forward, and I'm gonna be keeping you guys updated every video that I drop. The diet going forward is just gonna be the Angie Huberman diet. Now, I don't want to catch any fucking flack for picking this up, but I mean, it just makes sense, right? Take out most of the starches and like shitty carbs, right? Bread and pasta and all that shit, and potatoes for now. But my carbs are gonna come from fruit, and that's mostly gonna be at the end of the day, or I'm gonna try to. But I mean, like, I'll probably just be snacking on some shit throughout the day. But anyway, the main thing is that my carbs come from fruit. And then just meats, any kind of meats, maybe some leaner meats, maybe not something like too fatty. It's vegetables, of course, but like, you know, leafy greens, broccoli, fucking spinach, stuff like that, right? Eggs, and I don't like fish, but I mean, you know, if it's there, if I have to eat fish or I don't really have a choice, and it's not a big deal. But I prefer not to eat fish just because that shit is disgusting, like where it comes from it's not healthy. Yeah, so that's kind of the direction I'm headed into as far as like my physical health, because here's another thing too that I guess I'll be kind of vulnerable about. So I'm a pretty anxious person just by nature. But the way I usually manage that is going into the gym, you know, getting a good workout in, getting a good run in, or just being productive, right? So either tattooing or gym. And, you know, more often than not, I'm able to fucking gym more because I'm not always tattooing, right? So I can't always rely on that. So anyway, yeah, I go to the gym to really alleviate a lot of that anxiety and stress and stuff like that. It helps a ton. But ever since I've gained all this weight, I feel that anxiety just comes down so much harder, and I feel like I let things kind of get to me a little quicker, and I feel like just it's easier for me to kind of like spin out of control a little bit, you know, and veer off the track. Where when I was, you know, a lot healthier, I was able to make a lot better decisions, and I mean, coincidentally, I was making more money, you know. But at the time, I was a personal trainer, so it kind of made sense. But still, I really believe that if you have your health in check, that, I mean, you can only make good decisions for the most part. Like your decision making is so much better because your brain is better, your body's better. You know, you're just thinking more clearly. And on top of that, I mean, that can, you know, result, I feel, in most cases, in making more money. And so that is why I'm here on out. I'm making my health the number one priority, right? And then work, and then, you know, relationships and whatever else, right? My health is just, it has to be the first thing that I take care of so that everything else can just fall into place. So I've been dealing with some of that stress, anxiety, and sometimes, dude, it just hits. And so the other day, you know, it was pretty bad, and I was just like, dude, like, this shit needs to stop. Like, I need to fucking, like, really get my shit together. So that's what this was all about. And going forward, you know, I'm going to be using my camera and my YouTube as a way to kind of keep me accountable. If you guys have made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you guys for watching. Consider, you know, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Share the video. Honestly, I don't know how you do that on fucking YouTube, but share that video because it'll really help me out. So this is more of kind of like a I guess like a day one, right? A day one where I can really sit down and explain to you guys what the issue is and how I plan on solving that going forward. So anyway, I mean, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos so far. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna edit all this stuff because it's just like so much I've been recording, and there's no real process yet to my videos. I'm just kind of like, you know, winging it. But I'm feeling like the more I do it, the more I'll kind of pick it up and structure these things, and then kind of be able to make it more like, make it make sense, I guess, and then just kind of become, so the videos become more episodic, and it flows nicely and stuff like that. That's the goal too, right? I want to make it feel seamless, you know, from episode to episode. And yeah, so again, I appreciate you guys for watching this shit. I think I'm going to end the video there just because it was so much to talk about, but I have other shit going on this week that I'm definitely going to be bringing you guys along with and showing you guys, you know, how I plan on improving my health, my business, and so on. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.